So essentially what I want to do today is just to get a little bit of an idea of the student perspective. So you're obviously one of our star students from the cohort that are just about to graduate. And so I wanted to get an idea from your point of view about the course. So I know that you did a psychology undergraduate degree. Why did you choose the course in the first place?
So I was working as a teaching assistant the year before the course, so up until July 2019, yeah. And I really enjoyed being a teaching assistant. I worked with sort of year one students, saw kind of a variety of different students, and I thought I really want to learn more. I don't want to be sort of in the classroom quite yet. I'd like to I've always thought about doing a master's post psychology, as a lot of people do. Psychology undergrad's quite broad, and I kind of wanted to narrow down, but I didn't know which exact area I wanted to narrow down to. And then I was sort of Googling, and I came across the course, and it just ticked every box for me. It just looked really, really interesting, and I was excited by it, so I couldn't wait to apply. So that was kind of what made me apply in the first place.
Yeah, I love that idea. The idea that you got excited. You know, that's exactly what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Of course, the course, and normally the course would be, developed and experienced in the centre of London, and things were different towards the end of the term. But what was it like being in London? Because I think that's part of the offer, isn't it, about being in the middle of London and UCL?
Yes. So I've lived in London for most of my life, and had heard of UCL and had friends at UCL, but never had really experienced UCL. And I remember going in for my to get my ID card and just thinking, wow, there's just so much of this university. You're kind of walking around the back streets of Euston and all, central, and it is an amazing university, and the campus is amazing. And for someone that kind of wants to experience central London and study, it's the best of both worlds. But yeah, really, really an amazing university, and a great, a great reputation as well.
Yeah, well, we're number 7 in the world currently in population sciences, so we're very pleased with ourselves. Okay, so was the course what you expected? You said you were excited. Was it what you expected?
I didn't really know what to expect. I think, having gone to Exeter and been in a very kind of green bubble, I didn't know what to expect in like a central university, and a master's obviously completely different, but it was definitely better than expected, with such a kind of wide variety of options in how you wanted to tailor your course, with the optional modules, and amazing, for me, just amazing guest speakers and academics that we managed to have. I was just saying, many kind of like intimate seminars with, which is just the highlight of the course for me, because you really feel like you're learning and you're not being talked at in a big lecture hall. You're having these amazing chats with people that have worked in the field for 30, 40 years, and it made me excited. It made me think, I wonder if I can be like this one day and I'll be talking to students. So yeah, definitely better than expected.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, because I think that these small scale seminars really do develop your academic thinking, because, as you say, you've got both the information, but you've also got the opportunity to have this debate and hear a little bit about the story of, how an academic got, to the place that they are, which is, we want to inspire students. That's what we're there for. So that's
definitely felt inspired. And also a lot of the speakers wanted to hear our background. So there was a lot of different backgrounds in our course. So we kind of all shared our own experiences, and there was a lot of, bouncing off each other, which was really nice.
Yeah, oh, that's great. That's really lovely to hear. How do you think the course has shaped your career plans? So you might not be clear about those yet because it's early days, you haven't even graduated, but what way do you think it's moved your thinking along?
Well, when I applied for the Masters, I was thinking, this could be the door into studying more and a potential PhD. But I thought, I'll see how the Masters goes. I'll see if I really enjoy the content and I really kind of, love this area. And I definitely do. So it confirmed that for me. It confirmed that if I sort of can, I would probably like to study more. But also sort of ignited sort of flames in different areas. Like I got a kind of taste for safeguarding when I worked in a school, and it kind of opened my eyes to how serious that can be. And then I took a safeguarding and public health module with a really amazing professor called Dr. Helen Bedford. And she was really inspiring and really kind of wanted me to kind of keep me in that area. So that's another option for me potentially. If I don't study more, I could work in sort of public health and safeguarding. But it's still, yeah, especially with the pandemic that we're living in, it's still a bit up in the air, but it's definitely inspired me in many ways.
Absolutely. And Helen Bedford does a lot of lecturing on the course. So, you know, I'm not surprised to hear she was your highlight, because she gets very high ratings every time from our students. So that's really nice.
Great.
I will certainly pass that on to her too. Is there anything else you think our prospective students should know?
You're going to meet great people as well. It's a really, well, we had quite a small cohort. I think it's usually relatively small, and it's just completely different to an undergrad, especially my undergrad degree. It's a whole different learning experience. And it's kind of, if I were to study again, it would be the sort of experience that I would choose. And if you're shy and you think, oh my gosh, a seminar is a bit scary, everyone was so lovely, and you all sort of come out of your shells and become like a little family. So I wouldn't shy away if public speaking isn't kind of your forte, because you sort of just learn to like really get along with each other, and it's all really natural and casual. There's no pressure. So yeah.
Well, listen, Georgia, I am enormously grateful. I know everybody's really busy, and you've taken some time to share your experiences. I hope we've inspired a few prospective students to come and find out a little bit more. But I will leave it there for today.